Hey guys, and welcome to another edition of the Groovy Gold Hunter. I am your host. I'm Heath. And we got another pay dirt. So let's get started.
It's the Groovy Gold Hunter pay dirt review.
So last week, I was going to do this last week. Today's June 23rd. It's a Friday. I ordered this stuff like a week and a half ago through Amazon. That's why I got it through Amazon, because usually if it tells you get it within 2 days, you'll get it within 2 days. I ordered it last Wednesday. It's supposed to have been here last Saturday. Didn't get here till the 21st, which was Wednesday. So it took forever. But I got it, so we're going to do this review. This is Kenai. I'm going to say this probably wrong. I pronounce it Kenai. K-E-N-A-I. Kenai. Kenai. It's Peninsula Pay Kenai Gold LLC. Now, I've done this before. This is like one of the first gold bags that I had bought on Amazon a year ago when I first started doing this. Never recorded it or anything, but this time I am. So we're going to do this. It was $64.99, which to me is a bit overpriced when you get a guaranteed amount of a half a gram. But like I said, didn't have anything to review. I'm taking one for the team. So let's start panning this stuff out. First of all, the packaging is gold and the other side is clear, so you can get a good idea of what kind of pay dirt you're getting. Pretty much plus 20 and below. It's not very big, maybe weighs a pound, so we'll start panning this stuff out. First thing we'll do is start classifying it. You can tell it's been a while since I've done a pay dirt review because I forgot how to do a pay dirt review. Yeah, we're going to classify it first, then we're going to pan it. So yeah, let's just get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is just put it in a bowl and let you guys see exactly what it looks like. I can tell you right away that this is very dry material. I could tell just by the way it swishes around in the bag before I even opened it up. There's your material. Maybe plus 10 millimeter is the biggest in here. And let me get a better light on it. You could tell it's kind of dark. You can see little bitty river rocks, little pebbles, I guess is what they call them. Not very big material, which is okay. So I'll probably just go ahead and classify it. Probably use my 10. I don't have a 10 in this size for my gallon bucket. All I've got is a 1/4 inch, 1/8 inch. I guess I could use 1/8 inch. Let's try 1/8 inch and just see what happens. I know there's not going to be any gold. We'll just dump it in there. This is my 1/8 inch classifier. And we'll dump all that in there. Shaky. And there's all of our 1/8 inch material. Yeah, no gold's going to be in that. I know it's just going to be all pebbles and rocks. But yeah, you can tell it's really dark stuff. I'm just going to use this classifier and classify it down to plus 20 and then minus 20 and then probably plus 40 and minus 40. And I'm going to take this, do the same. Shaky. Yeah, this stuff's very easy to classify. Probably should have gave you all some better lighting because I got a shadow cast over here, so you're not seeing the full view of this pay dirt. It's all pretty much the same stuff though. All I see is pretty much rocks. I don't see a whole lot of any other type of material. I don't see any organics. Let me find another bowl. So this is the plus 20 material right there. Get you a better view. There it is. Now we're going to classify this. This is my 40 mesh. And then we'll get our plus 40 and then our minus 40. And I think that's as far as I'll go with it. And pretty much all of our gold will be in this and probably the minus 40. But you never know until you start panning it. So there's our plus 40. And then everything left will be our minus 40. All right, so let's look at our minus 40 material in better light. There it is. Mostly minus 40. I could classify this down again. I do have some smaller classifiers, so maybe I will do one more just because there's so much material in this. So I just did the minus 40 and here's my minus 50. Let's just take it to minus 50. I'll drop it in the bucket and then that'll be the last. Now the description on the Amazon website said flour gold, small pickers, flakes. You really just don't know what you're going to get. I have a feeling this is going to be mostly flour gold with a couple flakes. If it's just a half a gram of gold, you'll definitely get a little bit of flakage. Then you'll probably get the rest in flour gold and smaller flakes. I like to guess of what I'm going to get before I actually get it. So there's my plus 50. and my minus 50, and that's as far as I'm going with it. So here's the final look at what we're fixing to pan out, starting with plus 8, plus 20, minus 20, plus 40, minus 40, plus 50, and minus 50. Anyway, there's the pay dirt, so let's get to panning. So yeah, that website on Amazon, I promise it did say it was guaranteeing a half a gram. Now it doesn't. I don't know why they changed their description. Now it kind of scares me when I start doing this. So this is the 1/8 inch. I see a piece of gold already. Look at that little booger. I see you, you little booger. I don't know if you guys saw it, but he was right there, and then I snuck him down into there. Let's go ahead. Not very dirty stuff either. It's pretty clean. And I don't see any quartz. All I see is river rock and pebbles. Oh, there he is. So we got one piece of gold out of this plus 1/8 inch. Hope I didn't lose it. I don't think I did. So that should be enough panning. Let's get it over to my finishing side, which is right here. There he is. I see him sneaking at the bottom. So let's pan it back. There's the rocks, and there's the piece of gold right there. That's almost a picker. It is a picker. Look at there. Picked it up. And there it is. The first piece of gold out of this Kenai Peninsula pay dirt bag. Right there. Give you a better view of it from the top. Sort of a picker. I picked it up the last time. Trust me, it's a picker. Suck that bad boy up. Get down there. Oh, it fit. Not a bad start. I really didn't think I was going to find anything in that stuff. So here's my plus 20. We'll do half and half. Because like I said, so far it's nothing but pebbles. Pretty easy to pan out. I mean, look how clean my water is, even after stratifying it and getting it down to the edge. Not a whole lot of dirt in there. We're gonna have to do something for my year anniversary of panning for gold. Have to get like a super bag or something, like an ounce. Can't afford that. All right, let's pan it back. Tap, tap, tap. Nope, no gold. But that was only the first half. Hopefully all the gold dropped to the bottom and it's in this. So let's do the second half real fast. Tap it, bring it back. Yeah, no gold. I would have not expected to get a piece out of the 1/8 inch, but not out of the plus 20. Here's my minus 20 plus 40. Wasn't much in there. This is all of it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pan it all at once. Stratify it real good. Dump all that little murky water. It's really not that bad though. I mean, it's barely even murky, but I like to keep my panning water as clean as possible so I can see everything. Alright, I do see some pieces of gold at the bottom there when I shook it. So let's finish it off and get all of this top soil off of it. Alright, that's good enough. Tap, tap, tap. Start bringing it back. There we go. There's some gold. The minus 20 plus 40. Oh yeah, we got quite a few pieces there. Let's see, we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 pieces exactly. Right there. Alrighty then, now let's move to the minus 40 plus 50. We'll do half and half. That's about half. Because most of my material will be in that minus 50 stuff. And that's where we'll probably see black sands. If I can remember to, I never do, but if I can remember to run my magnet over the black sands, I will. But most of the time I just jump ahead and just start dumping it in the pan and forget to do all the magnetic material. But this time I'm going to do it for sure. Super easy to pan so far. It's taking me no time whatsoever to get this stuff down. Very clean pay dirt, no organics whatsoever. I don't think I've seen any floaters. Speaking of floaters, make sure when you do pan to use some jet dry and or some Dawn in there so you can break that water surface tension and you do not get any floating gold. Let's finish it off right here. I've got to be like the worst commentator in gold panning history. I think y'all would be better off listening to the Charlie Brown teacher that goes wah wah wah. There we go. You can see the gold already. Let's pan it back. Oh, see? Looky what we got here. What do we see, folks? We got floaters. You see them? It's exactly what I was talking about. And I put jet dry in my bin. So how are we going to solve that? We're going to put just a drop. Blip. Oh, and it ended up being a squirt to get all that down. But as soon as I was talking about floaters, what happened? All my gold started floating. So let me add a little bit more water to it so I can get this gold down. This piece of gold doesn't want to go down. It wants to stay up here. Come on. There we go. Now let's repan it back. There's the gold. Obviously it's very light gold because like 5 pieces just took off on the top of the surface of the water and just started running around. All right, and there's a good shot of the minus 40 plus 50. That's just 1/2 of it. Fixing to do the other half here in a second, but nice little chunk of flakes right there. So let's suck that up and let's do the other half. Since I'm recording, I might as well leave it on. I thought I turned my GoPro off and turned my phone on, but I did not. So this is the second half of the minus 40 plus 50. If you've never seen me do this before, the reason why I want it so clear, my water, is because I want to watch everything that I'm panning off. As I'm panning it off, I'm always looking to see if I'm missing any gold or I'm seeing any gold come off of it when I'm panning it off. And when you have really murky, dirty water, you can't see that. You want to get every piece of gold that you can out of this pay dirt so you can get an accurate reading of how much gold you're getting out of this. And this is where I really pay attention to see if any gold is coming off, because I'm using my smooth edge, but I took sandpaper and roughed it up enough to where if a piece of gold did decide to want to come off of this edge, that grit would keep it from going completely off. If anybody gets a gold pan for the first time, you really do need to rough it up and break it in, because when they come to you, they're so smooth and slick that anything can just fly off of it. Woo, look at that gold. I've got some runaway gold, so I got to tap it back down again. Do this a little bit more lightly. There we go. Cool. So there's some more gold right there. All of that stuff right there. So pretty nice. All right, and there is my minus 40. The rest of that, nice little bit of gold right there, nice and flaky. Sweet. All right, let's suck this up. Now for the grand finale, the minus 50 stuff. I did not forget this time. I've got my magnet right here, my neodymium magnet. I use a pill bottle because this magnet fits in perfectly into the pill bottle. I use a head of a screwdriver. So yeah, I'm going to take this and we are going to go across this stuff and see if there's any magnetic material in here. So there it is. Not a whole lot. I really don't even need to pull this out. It's not that big of a deal, but just for the sake of the video, I am. And we'll just pan that out real fast. And all that does is just help you pan out the finest stuff a lot easier because you don't have that heavy magnetic material in there. So let's just go ahead and pan it back, see what we got. And it, like I said, it's really not even that heavy. It's panning back really easily. But sometimes gold can get stuck to the magnetic material, and that's why you want to make sure that you pan it. So yeah, no gold in there. And then we'll start on our minus 50 stuff. So very, very clean pay dirt. You can see, I don't know if you can see it through the GoPro, but I've got pieces of gold right there that just keeps trying to run with the sand, which just shows you how light this gold is. Because normally gold does not want to go with sand, it wants to stay back. This does not. I think I got it all out. So there it is, and let's get a phone shot. Alright, and there is the minus 50 gold out of the first little batch of that minus 50 right there. And that is the end result. My GoPro overheated, so I did not get the full thing filmed. Sorry about that. Alright, there is your phone shot of the second batch of my minus 50. Very, very fine and light gold. And as promised, there is the remaining bit of gold. You can see the dirt that's still in there. Really hard to get all that fine dirt out when you've got this gold that's wanting to take off with it. I got to clean that up a bit, but there's the last bit of gold. Alright, so we're finished with all of that pay dirt from Kenai Gold, the Peninsula Alaskan pay dirt. Guaranteed half gram according to the last description I saw of that pay dirt. Let's dry it out and look at it. Okie dokie, so let's take all of this and dump it in my little white tub. Sure I get all of it out. So I'm going to dump all this water out and hope that my gold stays in this little tub. And the reason why I do it this way is because it helps me dry it out quicker. And if I have any floating gold that gets away, it's still in this little pan and I can retrieve it. And there it is. That is all the gold that we got out of that Kenai gold. It does not look like a half a gram, I can tell you that. It looks a little less than that, but we'll see. So I'm going to dry this up, and then we'll take it upstairs, weigh it, and see what we got. All right, guys, we are back in my room, and now it's time to weigh this gold and see how much we got out of this Kenai. Half gram guaranteed according to the last description on that Amazon shop thing that I saw that's no longer there. Don't ask me why, but hopefully we got a half a gram, because that's what they guaranteed when I bought it. I am going to now go mobile with you and let you see what's going on here. There is my scale. It is at 0. It is at grams. There is the gold. Let me get a shot of that gold on my good camera. There's a better look at that gold, much clearer. Well, I say that and now my camera won't focus. But anyway, there's the gold. And let's weigh it and see how much we got. Put my scale on here, let's zero it out. We are now at 0, and let's hope, I gotta change hands, I'm a lefty, so I gotta hold the camera with the right hand and do the gold with the left, or it will go everywhere. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, what did I predict? 0.518 is what I predicted. There is some gold stuck to this right here. So there it is. Final count is, ooh, I was off by 0.02 of a gram. 0.03, 0.521. So as expected, I was actually surprised. That gold did not look like it was going to be a half a gram, but it is. Let's get over here to the computer. Okay, so for Alright, so before we get started, I wanted to go to the Amazon website and show you what I bought. But when I purchased this, the description, I think it's changed. Now it does not say you're guaranteed at least a half a gram of gold. It says gold in every bag. Gold comes from Alaska claims. Pay dirt concentrate finds may include gold pickers, flakes, and fines. I know when I bought it, it actually said half a gram of gold guaranteed. Now it doesn't say that, so that's weird, because this is what I paid for it, the $64.99. This is the one I got right here. Yeah, it doesn't say it guarantees a half a gram anymore, but down here it said it would have at least 0.5 grams of gold, and we recovered 0.5 grams. Lots of fun. So I'm not, you know, losing my mind. It did say that at one point in time somewhere. Okie dokie. So we are now on the gold calculator. Gold prices are at 1920.83. They've gone down quite a bit since a couple weeks ago. They were over $2,000 a couple weeks ago, and they have since gone down about 80 bucks. We will put in the numbers, which was 0.521 grams of gold. We always call it 24 karat because it's natural placer gold. Calculate $32.17. Ugh. So we'll look at the percentage calculator. $32.17 is what percentage of $64.99? Calculate 49.49%. So almost 50%. Not a big fan of anything under 50%. Not the greatest return. So yeah, I mean, it guaranteed a half a gram of gold, so I knew that going in. I was hoping I'd get a little bit more, but I did not. So right at 50%, just under 50% return on investment. But for Amazon, it's actually not that bad. That's about right where Klesh is and some other places that sell their stuff on Amazon. It's actually better than most, but still, you know, 50%. If you want to get a quick pay dirt, I say that this took almost a week to get to my house, but normally if you want to get a quick pay dirt, you get it on Amazon, you can get it within a day or two, but sometimes it doesn't happen that way. As far as, like I said earlier, as far as the difficulty level, maybe a 4 out of 10, 3 out of 10. It really was not that hard at all. It only got hard once you got down to the really fine flowery gold, but besides that, it was super easy to pan off. So anyway, that does it for this pay dirt review of the Kenai gold, Alaskan gold according to them, the $64.99 bag. I don't know what else they would call it. They call it the Peninsula bag. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do not forget to hit that subscribe button right there. Also, do not forget to hit the like button right there, the share button right there. It costs you no money right there to subscribe. It helps my channel out so much. It helps promote my channel. The more people who subscribe and like, the more that will advertise my videos. So thank you guys so much for watching this version of the Groovy Gold Hunter Pay Dirt Review. And I hope to see you next time on the Groovy Gold Hunter. Peace and love. Bye.